I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
Crypto fam, welcome back to the channel, and I know you guys have probably saw that clip from Donald Trump before, especially if you're in the crypto space. That clip has been getting circulated around for the past couple of weeks, and it's actually really good to see that a presidential candidate wants to regulate Bitcoin in the United States positively, and he wants you to have your own keys, and he wants to get Elizabeth Warren away from Bitcoin and crypto. But that's not even the most bullish thing about all of this. Donald Trump is now pro Bitcoin and pro crypto, and he's going to be speaking at the Bitcoin conference this upcoming weekend. That is really huge, and I'll tell you why here. You can see this is the Bitcoin conference. They're going to be having it in Nashville, Tennessee this year. If you guys haven't gone, recommend you go. It's just a whole bunch of people talking about Bitcoin innovation. A lot of people giving speeches. You can see some of the other speakers they have. Michael Saylor is definitely going to be there. Robert F. Kennedy is going to be there. Cathie Wood, and a lot of other Bitcoiners. Edward Snowden. So if you're around, check it out. We're not going to be able to make it this year. We did go last year. They had it in Miami. Highly recommend it. A pretty cool conference. But this is just huge because Donald Trump will be speaking there on Saturday. So 6 days from now. And this could really move Bitcoin's price in the upward direction. And this is why. There is speculation that Donald Trump could talk about Bitcoin becoming a strategic reserve asset for the United States. And you guys know Bitcoin's price is driven basically on a lot of speculation. So if you have Trump, who, as you can see right here on predicted.org, he's projected to win the presidential election over Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or any other Democrat who's going to run against him. He's projected to win in the United States, which is good for Bitcoin, good for crypto. So if we get Trump come out and say, hey, we're going to want to look at Bitcoin becoming a strategic reserve asset, or I'm going to make Bitcoin a strategic reserve asset in the United States, the speculation alone just off of him saying that could drive Bitcoin's price up very quickly in a very short period of time. And we do know that the United States already holds some Bitcoin. They have around $13.5 billion in BTC. The speculation on how much money could flow in from this would be huge. And then also think about the other countries that are listening to Trump. They may try to do something very similar. El Salvador has already done it. And now Trump's going to say, hey, we may want to put Bitcoin on our balance sheet for the United States. A lot of other countries are going to look at the United States and say, hey, maybe we need to do that. The EU is going to hear Trump saying that. They're going to look into it. You're going to have a lot of countries over in Asia. China's going to be looking into it. Even Russia's going to be looking into it. It could cause a Bitcoin race. Similar to like the gold rush, we could have a Bitcoin rush, especially if Trump comes out and says something like that this weekend. And then if he doesn't say anything like that, it's okay. Bitcoin's going to continue to do what Bitcoin does. But if he does, the price could really blast off really quickly in a short period of time, because this would be the biggest news for Bitcoin probably ever. This would probably be one of the biggest news catalysts that we've ever seen before in Bitcoin and crypto. And we've been in this space since late 2016, and this would definitely be the biggest thing we've seen for BTC. And if this does happen, we could really see Bitcoin go over 6 figures really easily over the next couple of weeks going into August. I don't think that's off the table, especially if Trump comes out and says something along those lines. So just keep that in the back of your mind. Be watching the Bitcoin conference. I think they'll be streaming it live. Probably check it out on YouTube, or I'm sure they have some stream you can find somewhere. But Trump will be speaking on Saturday, so watch out for that. And just some other news here. Another publicly traded company purchases $100 million in Bitcoin for its corporate treasury, Boya, and is listed in Hong Kong. So another company putting Bitcoin on its balance sheet. This is just another good sign that people around the globe, around the world, are starting to see the value of Bitcoin. And a lot of these big institutions and these big companies are really starting to get it. We've seen MicroStrategy do it here in the United States. A lot of people aren't even investing in Bitcoin anymore. They're just buying MicroStrategy because MicroStrategy is outperforming Bitcoin, especially when Bitcoin is bullish. When Bitcoin goes down, obviously MicroStrategy goes down a lot further. But when Bitcoin goes up 2x, MicroStrategy goes up 4 to 5x. So a lot of people are buying MicroStrategy. You're seeing companies like Boya. We had SMLR, also in the United States, doing the same thing. We've recently had Bitcoin Depot. Square says they're putting some of their profits into Bitcoin. You also have Tesla in the United States, who has some Bitcoin on their balance sheet. I'm sure that I'm missing a couple of companies, but there's still a lot of companies out there who haven't even touched BTC, especially a lot of the big tech companies. We haven't seen any of the Apple, Google's, Facebook's do anything like that. So imagine if one of those companies says, hey, we're going to put some Bitcoin on the balance sheet. That would be huge as well. But it's good to see more companies around the world starting to put more Bitcoin exposure on their balance sheet. And then also the spot ETFs are still buying a lot of Bitcoin every week. As you can see, just this past week, we did over $1 billion in flows. The week before that, we did another $1 billion in flows. We had a couple of weeks where there were some sell-offs, but the trend is definitely green. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this progresses along with the Ethereum ETFs, which are projected to come out this week. So it'll be interesting to see, do the Ethereum ETFs take away from the Bitcoin ETFs? Do the Ethereum ETFs even have any demand? It's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out. But yeah, if you guys want to check out our Patreon as well, make sure to check that out. The link will be in the comment section below. We give you guys trade ideas. We do portfolio reviews. You can ask us questions directly. All the information will be on our Patreon site there, but we do have trade ideas. This was one that we recently did on July 8th. Bitcoin was trading at around 55K. We put a long in on BTC because of the German government selling off all their BTC, and that has been a very profitable trade as Bitcoin basically bottomed around this July 8th period around $53,000, got in around 55K, and now the price is up to 67,000. So we have trade ideas. You can ask us any questions. We're trying to build a community over there. So let us know if you guys want to join that. We try to give as much value as possible over there. So, and we've been very successful trading BTC this year. So make sure to check it out if you guys want to. But that's really all I had for today's video. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of something to think about going into next weekend, because it could be really huge for Bitcoin's price. We could see one of the biggest weekends ever for Bitcoin's price if Trump does say something like that. And if he doesn't, price probably won't go down because not a lot of people are expecting Trump to really say that. I don't think the price has really reacted at all or priced in at all him saying that Bitcoin will be a strategic reserve asset for the United States. So just something to think about. Let me know what you guys think about all that in the comment section below. My name is Aaron from the Bitcoin Bros. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.